Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about something that is pretty dark, but totally remarkable, and a way to see something very secretive, very specific, very dark. Not that we want to focus in on dark, but something that really is truly an amazing example of astrology and how it works. And I want to show you two particular charts that this is going to blow your mind. It did mine. But let me warn you, the subject matter is pretty disgusting. I actually started to write an article on this many years ago, probably 25 years ago. And to be honest, maybe it was 30 years ago that I wanted to write on this, because when I found this out, it was astounding. But it was so dark, I couldn't finish the article because it was just about something so gross. But I'm going to talk about this for the sake of astrology, just for this short video, and probably forfeit doing an article on this. But it is the importance of Neptune relative to the sun and the moon. Remember that the sun and the moon are really our conscious awareness. The moon is our mind, how we think and process information, our past, our childhood experiences. And the sun is our light, and it's our future, and it's our creativity, our spirit. But essentially, the sun and the moon are also the karakas, the moon meaning the mother, and the sun meaning the father in a chart. And Neptune always revolves around secrets and things that we don't know about, and uncovering the dark, the delusional. And particularly, it can deal with deception, deceit, denial. But it's like a dark spell. Neptune is this energy, and I know Neptune can be revered as spirituality. But really what it's about is not seeing the truth or reality of things, because it rules fog, it rules unclearness, confusion. But let me just say, it will reveal some dark secrets. And these two charts are going to prove my point, especially with the houses that they're in and where Neptune is. So now I want to put up the chart of Eric Menendez. And the Menendez brother, Eric and Lyle, together plotted and killed both of their parents. And I want to say they killed them extraordinarily violently. They shot them to death. And once they were dead, they continued to shoot. Continued. So you know there was a lot of what? Anger that was behind this emotion and what happened. And let me say this also. After they killed their parents, the two brothers, they both continued on a spending spree, because their parents were extraordinarily wealthy, very wealthy. And right after they murdered them, they started spending all the money, buying cars, trips, travel, kind of showing off. Who would thought that they could be okay with killing their parents and carrying on like this? But they did. And probably there's something deeper to this that has not been, but it has really pretty much in the trial of the Menendez brothers. It did come out that they claimed that their parents were extraordinarily abusive, sexually abusive, and all sorts of things that came out. But my thoughts are, why don't you just leave town? Why do you have to, put up with all of that? One way or another, we'll never know the real truth, because looking at these charts, this is going to really drive home what this is all about. And you know what? We'll probably never know all the darker, deeper details, but let's put up the chart of Eric Menendez. And the most important thing I want you to realize about this chart is I want you to go to the 4th house, which is the house of what? Mother, family, home, security. And looking at the 4th house, right there, we see what? It's all in Scorpio. So we have the sun and moon in Scorpio. Now, I know there are so many things that we can discuss about this chart, but the basic reference point that I want to get across, and these videos are short that I do for YouTube. We can't get into extensive chart readings. That's for the deeper study of Vedic astrology, which I have a university for. But please pay attention to the 4th house, where the sun and moon are, because what sits between them in the 4th house, remember, the moon is the mother, the sun is the father, Neptune lies between them in the 4th house. And if you will notice, being in the sign of Scorpio, what rules Scorpio? Mars. And where does Mars reside? In the 3rd house of what? Brothers and sisters. And aside from that, Mars is the karaka of siblings in Vedic astrology. It rules brothers and sisters. But that's all by itself. But additionally, it goes to the 3rd house of brothers and sisters. So together, he and his brother planned and orchestrated and violently killed the parents. And I think their whole mystery and the weirdness about this all stems to the Neptune being between the sun and the moon. Now, you could say I'm making all of this up, you know, how can I just say that that's the cause and the reason? I'll tell you why. Because I had an astrological, well, I still have an astrological research where I have thousands upon thousands of charts that are used for research, that we have accurate birth times for. And what I did was I went to find if there was any other chart or anyone else that might have had Neptune between the sun and the moon. So I did this search. It was actually on Astro Data Bank that I did this search. And out of thousands upon thousands of charts, I was shocked as to what other chart came up that had the sun, the father, the moon, the mother, with Neptune in between. Emma Borden. And probably most of you don't know the history or the story about Emma and Lizzie Borden. But the 2 sisters orchestrated and planned and murdered their parents again. So let me show you this chart of Emma Borden. Putting Emma Borden's chart up here, we can see the sun and the moon are together in the 4th house with Neptune in between them. Now, in this case, the 2 sisters, the 2 siblings, it was actually, if you Google any information on them, it was actually their father and stepmother. But here's the real clincher as well. They were extraordinarily wealthy and went on to spend the money. The correlations are uncanny, and I think it just really gives us the true essence and understanding of Neptune dealing with the mystery and the secrets that evolved around the parents, because both the father, the mother, the sun, the father, the moon, the mother, in the fourth house of the home, family, security, but the Neptune will never know the secrets of what really went on that coerced these children to be so violently angry that they violently murder their parents, the both of them, and do it with a sibling. So with that, I thought you might see the value of how these specifics of the sun, the moon, the fourth house, and Neptune all relate to the secrets and the mystery and what really happened and how this can affect our lives in such a way that astrology can help us see what is actually going on in the lives of many. So with that, I'd like to close. If you would like more information on me, or you would like a consultation, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. But if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, take this to the deepest level, go to my university website, which is University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.